Hi YouTube, welcome Mr. Dodo8449. Yeah, today's just time for another little update. I haven't done a lot from the last video, which you saw was about the turntable, but I'm just going to start there anyway. Now I've stuck down the final two big sidings, 1 and 2, and I've attached the wires underneath, so they're all down. It's all ready for the bus wire to come past now, which is my next job. But I was going to show you sort of how I do that during this video quite quickly. So yeah, I'll just explain more about that later on. Now coming over here, I'm trying to work out what I need to do with this area here behind the station. At the moment I'm sort of thinking something like this. So I have my point here, onto another point, onto two simple, let's get that out of the way, it might be more useful, onto two straight tracks here. The one on the far side will accommodate 1, 2 coaches, full coaches, which will be the same as sort of 2 larger trains as well. They fit on the far track, and on the closer track it's just 1 of those at the moment. But yeah, I was sort of thinking about what I could do with this area, and I've sort of come up with an idea of a maintenance sort of depot. Over here is the water tower, which is stuck in place, that's not going to move now. On the other side here I was going to put coal and then a crane sort of on like its own little platform stand about here somewhere. So coal and deliveries of coal can go in this bit here, your crane, your locos can come in and stuff. Then moving on here, a bit more maintenance, sort of I was going to put a cover on it, an open cover, and a high fence like this on the other side, this side a high fence running all the way along, and then sort of like an open top cover above it, and that will create like an area, maybe a little workshop or something down this side here, and possibly I might cut away the board to create an inspection pit on one of the 2 tracks. I'm not quite sure at the moment, that's just an idea I'm having. But yeah, that's sort of basically where this is going to stand. Then I said a fence on the other side, and then in between the platform and the fence, car parking, delivery areas sort of down here, moving up a bit more car parking areas around the top area, and sort of roads and stuff coming in. So yeah, that's the sort of idea I'm coming up with this area here. Scenery wise, I haven't been doing much scenery as I've been working on the turntable and all the wiring and things like that. So that's where I'm heading to now. Just bring my stand round with me. Right, now then, yeah, as I said, I've done the top 2 wires here, top 2 tracks I meant to say then, and they've been wired in now. Now, I now need to add a bus wire to them. For people who don't know what a bus wire is, basically it's a wire that carries power underneath the track. You then drop down wires at pieces of track here that are maybe a bit weak on power, drop it straight down, and then just attach the 2 wires to the bus wire. The only thing you have to make sure is your negative on the bus wire is the same as on the track, on every piece of track. So I couldn't have negative on this track and negative on this track here like that, because your locos would go in different directions and things like that. So all negatives on the same side, all positives on the other side, dropping down onto your bus wire. Now my advice is to use red and black, red for your positive, and then black wires behind me for the negative. That there you will hopefully stop you getting mixed up. You know, let's just say the left hand rail is your negative and your right hand your positive. Different coloured wire is a must to stop you getting mixed up. Now the only thing I haven't got is the connectors. I'm going to have to go out and buy some. But these connectors are, they're not too expensive. I can't remember the name of them offhand at the moment. But hopefully I'll be going to buy some and I can show you later on once I've sort of finished the work. So yeah, so this is one of the bus wires I need to lay out. I've laid out the other one. It starts there, and it runs all the way around the track, up round the back, and then, oops, sorry, just turn around, up round the back, and then all the way up to the block of wood. That there is as far as my bus wire needs to go at the moment, because I can, but I don't really want to put bus wire under this bit here, because it's likely to catch locos running underneath it and stuff. So yeah, the bus wire is going to run from where it started over to the station area here. It's going to have a drop down there, and hopefully that'll power everything up. Once that is done there, and if it is a bit weak on power over the bridge, I can just add another wire to it. But at the moment it seems to be that this track here has got fine power, are good. Anything the other side of that point is a bit low on power, maybe just 1 or 2 volts low, but it makes a difference. And the same goes over that point in there. This is the streamline point there. That there has also got a power issue. So if I can just get power onto the other side of those 2 points, I think my layout will be absolutely fine. Now, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do here. With all the sidings and stuff, I'm going to drop down wires on the sidings. It's more than likely I'm just going to buy DCC clips and stick them in all the points. It'll do the same job, and I think it'll be a lot quicker and a bit easier as well. So yeah, that's basically what's happening. Now, I said at the start of the video I would show you how I was doing the bus wire. Well, you can see here I've laid it out on top all the way around. When I've got that to correct length, I'll cut it, and then I'll just get the same length of the red wire. Then wrap them together with some insulation tape, and then just at the moment just stick them to the underside of the board. I will eventually get some proper clips to hold them up, so that'll be all okay. I'm then going to drop down 2 wires. I've actually decided to do it just here at these fish plates here. Drop down 2 wires, and that will hopefully power up the rest of the track nicely. I may, as I said, drop down 2 more wires over here on this piece of track, but I'll have to see how that goes. So yeah, hopefully next video I will have that wired in, and I'll be able to show you the connectors I've used to solve that, and I think it was quite a good little thing. Now, the other thing I wanted to say is my previous video I mentioned about my Twitter page. That is now up and going. I'm sort of adding little tweets and stuff every now and then. As well as that, I mentioned about my second YouTube channel, which I've started. There's no videos on it, but I've actually opened an account. I've made the video, just haven't uploaded it yet. But quite basically, this channel is going to keep going, called Mr. Dodo 8449, and my new channel is going to be called Mrs. Dodo 8449. Yeah, I thought it was quite clever. Well, not really, I suppose. Yeah, so basically, exactly the same, but it's Mrs. instead of Mr. That's MRS, not MISS, MRS. For anyone who is interested in checking it out, my first little few videos on it is going to be caring for tropical fish for beginners. So you sort of get like a little idea. If anyone's interested, go and have a look over at the channel. Much appreciated. Now, I have had a mention about a loco that it was sitting in the back corner of my layout on the previous video. Yeah, that will be a special video when I either get to 100,000 views or 100 subscribers. At the moment I'm thinking I'm on about 79, 80 subscribers and about 100 or so views off. So when I hit that target, I'll then do that little video for that loco in the background. So yeah, I'm just running through my head quickly. Scenery wise, what's happening is I'm going to finish off the ballasting. I haven't done any more to it at the moment, just added a bit more ballasting, no glue. I'm going to be attaching down the wall in the background. I just need to go and charge my drill back up. And then I'm also going to be building a tiny bit of a sort of a ditch river area just there at the end of my finger. Can't quite see it, but it's ideas in my head. It'll hopefully look all okay. Need to build like a little bridge there as well. Other than that, tarmacking, ballasting, usual scenery. Hopefully I'll have a bit more done scenery wise for the next little update video. So yeah, if you have any questions, queries, and want to comment or anything, just please leave it below in the comment box. Yeah, and if you want to, as I said earlier, please check out my new channel. If you're sort of a bit more into just model railways, then this is a channel, keep watching. Yeah, check out my channel, like what you see there video wise, and just hit the subscribe button. Alright, thanks for watching.